Hello.
Hello, people of God.
My name is Ruth, and as AJ, I'm the media strategist, Kira Motors Corporation.
I'm Marita. I'm a lawyer. I work with Symbol Advocates.
Richard Biangisha is my name. I am an IT professional, currently working with SGS.
Raymond Mijini. I am a journalist and I am also a storyteller and a blogger.
Aida Mehanje. I am a teacher by profession.
Engineer John Pognikiza.
Olivia Chambade. I'm married to Jenna Chambade.
Letitia Iguma. I am a wife and I am a mother of 2 daughters.
Angela, I'm an accountant.
I'm Geno Eric, a resident of Kampala and also working in Kampala. Very passionate about sport.
Janet Katsime. I am the Business Development Officer at the Insurance Training College. Charity Winnie Kamsime Asimwe. I work with EcoBank Group.
Samantha, I'm a lawyer by profession.
Morichi Rizarita. Patricia, I'm a digital comms specialist.
I have followed the TMCG story right from the days of Inspire Africa. It was a show about entrepreneurship. They had different participants, different contestants. I've always wanted to know where his story will go because I thought that his dream was big. He was speaking passionately about how he would wish for people to access medical services in their homes.
I started using Rocket Health, or what we used to call the WhatsApp Doctor, in 2015.
I used to DM TMCG every single time I had any slightest of a flu or any kind of health threat.
I received a flyer from one of my friends that had WhatsApp Doctor, which I found interesting. And at that time, I was a first-time mother. And of course, there's a lot of panic for first-time mothers. You know, when the child gets a hiccup, you want to consult the doctor.
You could just text, and they were on 24 hours.
But they were really quick and fast, and I spoke to a doctor almost immediately and instantly, and they made a follow-up phone call, and they gave me a prescription and also delivered the prescription.
First knew and heard about Rocket Health on the Twitter timeline. A friend was saying how she had gone for a full body checkup.
There was this lockdown. I didn't quickly go back to Kamwenge. So when I told a friend I wasn't feeling well with the lockdown on, gave me advice and information about Rocket Health. I got in touch with them and they were willing to come over and see me. And they were willing to give me a chance to talk to a doctor.
I was on Twitter and I saw Rocket Health had made a home call to a friend of mine and taken blood samples for a test. I then reached out to her and she told me the process in which I could reach out to Rocket Health.
We had a mandatory test at work, and I turned to be one of the positive cases. I was pretty scared, but the service that I got from these guys was really very great.
I pressed star 280 hash. I pressed 1. I asked for doctor to say doctor, medical consultation.
One of my sons called me and said, my adopted son, and he said, Auntie, I think you need to get onto this program. I've looked at it and it's a good one. He told me, but I wasn't quite impressed because I knew so many of these things come up every now and then they don't last, and then they are not efficient. So
it was last year in 2020 while I was at work. I wasn't feeling very well. So a friend shared the contacts and I reached out. I called their toll-free line and I was immediately connected to a physician. And I remember she was very courteous and very professional. I explained my symptoms to her and she recommended some tests. So I kept on wondering, how are we going to carry out the tests?
I talked to a workmate who was really scared about this, and I told her, why can't you dial star 280 hash and try to get the services?
There are actually 4 options. There is the lab test, there is pharmacy, and the other 2 that I don't think I remember, but if at all you need those services, you can get there.
It was around 11:20. By around 12, the lab technician had already come to to work. She was tested, and by 2, she had gotten her results.
You don't want to be spending hours or taking a whole day off just to be in line waiting for medication or treatment or consultation.
My fiance and I suffered COVID-19, and we relied on Rocket Health from the get-go, from first testing our samples, but then the follow-through, which was making sure that we had received treatment in the form of zinc, in the form of cough syrups.
They have learned to deliver the medicine. You talk to them, you buy the medicine, and they give it to a boda guy, and you describe your location, and the boda delivers this message.
I was very happy. My wife was very happy. Actually, I went to my Twitter handle and I tweeted about it.
After 3 hours, I had my whole prescription at my doorstep. You guys, I was happy. I was overwhelmed. I was excited. I was like, I'm not turning back.
It really saves you that trip to the doctors. And also during this time where people are really busy, the time constraints.
They know your start. Either you started feeling headache, you started feeling stomachache, your stomach started, and how are you now? They reach where you are today. That record keeping is very good.
I would think about it and I'm like, if I ask for permission to leave, then I go and sit in a queue.
Wow, I haven't had this. I don't have to run out to go and buy medicine, and here are people that are very polite and very caring.
Sorry, my boo-boo.
I can assure you the consultation is like it's a physical consultation, because the kind of questions they ask you really kind of bring out what exactly you're feeling.
Like the doctor can call you, you're struggling, and they're like, how are you? And yeah, you feel nice. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not okay, so they call again. But
Sometimes hospitals are really hard and frustrating, that long line, that waiting, especially immunizations, and you have to specifically go on Wednesday and then you make that line.
All my kids, I've not had to go specifically to hospital for minor consultations, and for any minor medication, they have always delivered that for me.
They came, took the sample, and I can say I got the results within 35 minutes.
What caught my eye was the health insurance program, and little did I know that surely we need a health insurance program in Uganda.
The insurance company that I was using at our workplace joined the platform, which became even easier for me because it meant that I didn't have to go to the hospital.
Guys, the Rocket Health customer service is on another notch. You don't have to remember when you're supposed to go back to hospital. The doctors will have you on dial.
feels so good because you're in hospital lines the whole day and you just don't want to redo it in your other health problems. Yeah, so that's why I started using Rocket Health, and I am now a Rocket Health addict.
I would be glad to recommend Rocket Health for a number of reasons. One, they have very good charges.
They deliver in any area, in any remote area.
Actually, they reach the last mile of the health system.
You never have to leave your home when you have Rocket Health.
Even though it's 6 or 5, I will get my medication.
Physical contact is becoming less and less. I think they are the people to go to.
You need to join Rocket Health. It makes your life easier.
Yes, they're on this journey with you, and there is a lot of trust.
Rocket Health is here to serve us.
It's been run by our own people, our own young people. So for me, that is a plus.
I have recommended Rocket Health to very many people.
What do I think Rocket Health can do better? I think communicate in case they're delayed.
Go beyond cities and go deep in villages, because this is where their service is actually required most.
Definitely scale would be such a good thing at this point for something like Rocket Health.
If your services don't reach the common man who is up country, it's almost a disservice to them, and they feel left out.
If those guys can get services of Rocket Health, what better way to enhance our healthcare?
I think making some specialists available on the platform, dentists, opticians, I don't know if you have ENT and those other complicated.
Okay, to the Rocket Health team, you guys are amazing. Thank you for vibing me. You even gave me gifts last year.
That's tremendous work that we'll never be able to repay you for, no matter how much money we put at your disposal. So we're truly grateful for the work that you do.
Great services are what we need.
Uganda appreciates what you're doing. They may not speak to you directly, but people appreciate.
Your hearts to serve are very, very well commendable.
Putting your lives at risk for us that need you the most.
Good to know that there are doctors and healthcare providers who are actually concerned about people's well-being and health. So you guys are doing.
For someone like me, you've really made my life way better, and you're one of the systems that I adore and that encourage me to fight on.
I know you're facing lots of challenges, but you are our hope, and please keep pushing it.
You help many people to get healed, like I'm healed now. I'm much better, I'm happy. I can only say thank you very much, and God bless you.